So I think oftentimes we underestimate how helpful it can be to have an open conversation with your manager. When was the last time you had a career development conversation? And by that, I don't mean it's bullet 7 out of 7 bullets on your weekly one-on-one that says, you know, let's talk about a raise for next year, right? When was the last time you went to your boss and said, hey, could we talk for 45 minutes about my career development, and put a dedicated 45-minute conversation on the calendar with the title career development as opposed to weekly one-on-one? And you prepped a couple of key questions ahead of time, right? Which can very much lower the intensity or the feeling or the nervousness of bringing these things up kind of off the cuff in a live meeting. Some of these questions might look like, here's what I'm really proud of or the questions might be, what are you proud of, in the last 6 months? And you write down, here are 3 things I'm proud of. Maybe you prep, here's a skill that I most want to develop. And you write that down. Maybe you prep, here are 2 of your peers, Mr. or Mrs. Boss, that I think I should get to know because I know that they matter for promotions and they matter for end of year salary or Q1 bonus conversations. And maybe I write down, here are some areas where I'd love your help and support. By doing that prep work, right? So we wildly underestimate the value of prep work. Right. I'm assuming when you go into a podcast, you're not just showing up with no plan of what you're going to ask the guest, right? And maybe you are. Some people are really good at winging it. But when we feel imposter syndrome, prep work, 30 minutes of prep work is just an incredible antidote to anxiety, to imposter syndrome, to fear, to shame, right? I talk about this in the shameless work and how we can kick imposter syndrome to the curb. And so when you prep, you're almost giving yourself this huge advantage that you wouldn't have otherwise if you're just showing up and you're going to try to improv. And that helps you be obsessed. Like, the prep work in and of itself is obsessed, because it doesn't take much to make your boss feel that you're obsessed. And that's a good thing. You want your boss to think that, and again, we're talking about it in obsessed as the courage to set your own standard, the courage to push, perform, and persist.